Hi, this is Brad Myers, and I'm the director of the Two Gentlemen of Verona. I love to Americanize Shakespeare. I do it with great regularity. It's all in an effort to make Shakespeare's stories more accessible and really highlight the contemporary relevance of the issues of the play. So I have set Two Gentlemen of Verona in that cusp between 1959 and 1960. I go back to the 1950s because I think it's the last innocent age in American history before we get into the sexual revolution and the anti-war protests, et cetera, et cetera. So I've set it on that cusp. Verona is small-town America. Think Springfield, think Centerville, think Smallville, but a place with sort of naive attitudes and perceptions of the world, and that's the starting point of the play. Milan is a much more glamorous and exotic place, perhaps a little naughtier place, a place that is certainly much worldlier. So think Hollywood, think Miami, one of those kind of exotic sort of places. The third location for the play is the woods, which is this very uncivilized and dangerous place, and eventually all of the characters find themselves in the woods by the end of the play. In dealing with design elements, I didn't want to go with like 1959 architecture or be bound by that. Instead, I wanted to focus on two devices that really move the plot forward. One is the exchange of letters. And so you'll see letters reflected in the scenic design and in the lighting design. I think letters transport us to a different time period because young people today don't write letters, certainly with the frequency that I did when I was young. They're always texting. And so it does take us to an earlier time period when letters were a much more frequent form of communication. And they're such an important plot device. And the other thing is the exchange of rings. As a plot device element that's always moving the story forward. And so you'll see ring shapes reflected in the lighting design and especially in the scenic design. Costumes adhere pretty much to 1959, 1960s. Once we get to Milan, there's sometimes a little bit of a sort of Cool Cat beatnik influence going on there. And that's what was steering the major design considerations for this play.